Close your eyes and imagine a world where tranquility and wellness are just a breath away. Welcome to our sanctuary of relaxation and rejuvenation. But what if you could carry your sanctuary with you wherever you go? Introducing our mobile app. Access a wealth of yoga classes, guided meditations, massage collections, and self-care techniques right at your fingertips. Create your own oasis of peace, anytime, anywhere. Download our app to embark on a path of tranquility and self-discovery. Your journey awaits. Namaste.
Hi PsycheTruth fam, my name is Sinah and welcome to this knee pain release yoga flow. So whenever you're ready, just grab your water bottle, grab a blanket or a towel, roll out your mat, and let's get started. If you're not in a place where you can do this video with me right now, please save it to your watch later and join me whenever you can. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started by lying down on your belly and then opening your leg into this figure 7 position and making sure you have a blanket or a towel available that you can sweep under your knee so that it rests gently on that towel. And then just planting your hands on the floor and your forehead on top of your hands to relax into this position. Just breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Nice work. So from this position, maybe you want to start opening your leg a little bit further to deepen that hip stretch. Feel free to do so. Feel free to find your own commodity here. And just breathe, tuning into your breath. Excellent work. So a lot of the time we have knee pain because the muscles and joints that are connected to the knee are overused or not properly used. So then the knee ends up compensating for it. So throughout today's class, we're going to make sure that we really stretch those muscles and those joints around the knee area independently from using that knee, while also promoting some gentle and softening knee exercises. So we'll do a little bit of both, which is why you're in this position right now, because your hip a lot of the times is not used properly, so then the knee ends up paying up for it. So right now in this figure 7, we're just finding stillness so that the hip ends up opening up without using that knee. So now that you're aware of this, just make sure you find a good alignment in that hip that you can stretch out that hip a little bit further. And you can move around and wiggle that leg to your liking. Just tune into your breath as soon as you start feeling that hip tensing up. Nice work. Whenever you're ready, gently start lengthening that leg, lifting that knee off of that floor, and then placing that leg behind you. Your feet are parallel, so your legs are parallel as well. And then bringing that towel to the opposite side and repeating that same exercise on the opposite leg. So coming to that figure 7 with your knee and your blanket or towel under. And then finding stillness. Really allowing that hip to stretch while keeping that knee relaxed and supported. Three more breaths here at your own pace. Excellent work here. Start by lifting your knee off of that towel or blanket, removing that blanket, and then stretching that leg behind till your legs come to a parallel position. Nice work. Inhale, lifting your hips off of your mat. Come onto a plank. Exhale, come onto a side plank, transferring your weight, and then to sitting on your glutes. Nice work. So those transitions are going to be done slowly so that we don't put any weight on the knees. Gently grab that blanket or towel and just place it below your knees as you lengthen those legs in front of you. Just coming into a forward fold. Inhale right here, lengthening through your spine. Exhale, walk your hands slightly forward. Grab onto whatever is accessible, whether that's your shins or even your hamstrings or your feet, and then just pull that weight forward from your upper body. Allow those knees to have a slight bend at all times. Just breathe. Marvelous work here. Slowly walking your hands all the way up once more, just coming into a comfortable seated position right here. We're going to start by moving our shin and our foot without moving that knee. So just lengthen that leg and just start rotating that right foot on inner circles and observe how far you can move that foot without moving the knee. A little trick that I like to do sometimes is just place my opposite hand below that knee and make sure that there's no movement. If I start to feel some movement in that knee area, then I know that my range of motion needs to be a little bit smaller. So just take a couple circles with your foot. Nice work here. And then gently release it back down. Awesome work. Slowly bend that right knee in. With your right hand, sweep it under your knee and gently lift that leg. Now I want for you to hold on to your knee gently. Don't put too much pressure on it. Just hold on to it as if it were a water bottle cap. And you're just putting it over to make sure nothing spills or moves. And then start moving your shin, which is this muscle along your lower leg, just from side to side. So how far can you move your shin without moving that knee? Be conscious of that movement. And maybe start adding some calf engagement by pointing those feet and then flexing it. And be conscious of how far you can move that low leg without moving that knee. Nice work here. These are just slow, soft movements that are helping us engage all those muscles that connect to the knee without using that knee. And that way we can protect our knee through all movement and all types of exercises. So I started to feel my knee try to move a little bit more when I was flexing my toes, so that I know I'm not going to flex my toes any further than this position. Just limiting that range of motion. Nice work here. Slowly bring that leg back down, lengthening in front. And now we're going to repeat that same thing with our left leg. So just finding a comfortable seating position and start pointing and flexing those toes, moving them from side to side, trying to keep everything still, especially that knee. Once again, if you start noticing that your knee is moving when your feet are moving, you can just hang on below that knee to keep it in place. Continue tuning into your breath right here. Excellent work. Maybe you start doing some circles and then reversing them. Wonderful job. Option to scoop that leg with your forearm. Hang on to that knee and maybe start flexing and pointing those toes.
Keeping those toes in place at all times. Start engaging that quad, that shin, without moving that knee. Excellent work here. And then gently releasing that leg all the way back down. Scoop those knees slightly, remove that towel. And we're gonna come into a downward facing dog. So slow transitions here, moving on to the side and then sending your hips high. Coming into your downward facing dog. So from this downward facing dog, we're gonna keep our knees slightly bent at all times. Take a deep breath in through your nose. And on your exhale, slowly start bringing that right leg in between your hands. And then scooping that left leg a little bit closer than usual, keeping both knees slightly bent. Scoop your arms above, coming into a warrior one. Inhale right here through your nose. Exhale out through your mouth. Really lengthen through your spine. Find your quad engagement right here on your right leg. And notice if your knee is compensating. If it is, then maybe you lengthen a little bit more, or you walk that left foot a little bit closer. That is fine too. Inhale right here. Exhale, open that foot a little bit more. Then open your hips to the side. Gentle warrior two here. Keeping both knees bent at all times. Inhale, both arms to opposite side. Feel that front quad engagement. Exhale, bring your hands to your hips. Square them back to that warrior one. And then gently start lifting your left leg and placing it slightly behind your right. Your left leg is going to be on the ball of your foot. Inhale, send your hips back, bend both of your knees. Exhale, start bending forward. Coming into a slight hamstring stretch. Inhale, lift all the way up. Exhale, bend all the way down. Nice work here. So as you're bending, find your range of motion in which you're not sacrificing your knee movement to have a deeper stretch. This is all focused on that right hamstring. So at what point does the stretch from the right hamstring become a movement in the knee? When you find that point, then limit your movement right before it gets there, and then come all the way up. Nice work here. Take 3 more conscious movements. Excellent work. Wonderful. Go ahead and grab on to your towel or your blanket and then just roll it and place it right beside or right in front of your left foot. Right foot is going to come in front. Left foot is going to press on that towel with your toes curving up. And we're just going to bend both knees, coming into a squat and then coming up. So as you're bending, we're trying to engage our right leg mostly. So continue bending and realize if your left knee starts to compensate for the movement. If it does, then lower that range of motion. Nice work. We're just engaging that right glute here. Take 3 more. And then gently come all the way up. Nice work. Remove that blanket and then just set it to the side. As we repeat the same sequence on the opposite side, take a deep transition right here. Send your hands high to the sky. And then exhale, turning your left foot forward, right foot a little bit tilted into a 45-degree angle. Both knees are bent. Scooping both of your hands high, coming into a variation of warrior one.
opening your chest, squaring your hips. Inhale right here. Exhale, let everything go. One more. Inhale right here. Exhale, open that back foot to a 90 degree. Open both of your arms and your hips. Coming into a warrior two. Keep both knees slightly bent at all time. Nice work here. Inhale, sending arms to opposite side. Exhale, release. Excellent work here. Slowly coming back into that warrior one, and then bringing hands to hip, bringing that right foot slightly behind your left, coming onto the ball of your right foot. Inhale, send glutes back. Exhale, coming to a good morning. So now we're really stretching through that left hamstring only. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hips back. Good morning. Nice work. Pay close attention right here to your right knee. At what point is the stretch becoming something that is weighing on that right knee? If you notice that that's what's happening, limit your range of motion. Maybe don't lower as far. Nice work. Last three. Last one. Excellent work. Gently grab onto your towel or blanket. Place it on the floor. And then come to press that right foot on that blanket, both knees bent. Just squatting gently down and up. Once again, we're engaging that left glute. So just be so gentle with yourself right now, limiting that range of motion to only engage that left glute. You see, I felt it now. I'm compensating on my right knee. So I'm going to keep my squats a little bit lower and then really trying to shift that weight onto my left heel. Okay, now I only feel it on that left glute. Nice work. Be so gentle with yourself here. Last two. And then coming all the way up. Excellent work here. Slowly just remove that blanket out of the way. And then just coming to lay down on your back. So take a slow transition here. Maybe you want to start by coming into forward fold, sending those legs behind you, and then twisting to your side till you're on your back. We don't want to press any weight on those knees. Option to just lay down on your back, opening those knees to the side, and then just pressing your hands on your belly. Start taking a deep breath in, allowing that belly to expand. Exhale, allowing that belly to come together. Inhale, belly expands. Exhale, belly comes together. Inhale, belly expands. Exhale, belly comes together. Nice work here, everyone. Just finding stillness. Allowing the weight to be on the hips as they open, not on the knees. Nice work here. Slowly extending one leg, keeping those knees slightly bent.
then the other, and then opening your arms wide, coming into a Shavasana pose. Start wiggling your fingers and your toes, trying not to move your knee at all. Maybe lengthening through your spine on an inhale. And on your exhale, slowly rolling onto one side. Whoa. Yeah. Slowly rolling onto one side. Take a deep breath in through your nose. And on your exhale, come to a seated position, just like we started today's class. Placing that blanket under your knees. For a nice gentle support, inhale, send your arms high to the sky. Exhale, bringing them to heart center. Finding a gentle and sweet spot inside of your heart. And then gently opening your eyes. The light in me honors and respects the light in you. Namaste. Thank you so much for moving with me. Please download our Yoga Plus app for further movement classes. If this class served you in any way, please follow me on my Instagram account at Sinah for further movement and mindfulness content.
Welcome to Yoga Plus. Courses available from pupil to yogi. Sort by yoga, fitness, and instructors. Create your own routines. Access the Pose Library. Yoga Plus by PsycheTruth, available on Google Play and the App Store.
Join us for 14 and 30-day programs, hour-long classes, and much more on our yoga app, Yoga Plus by PsycheTruth. It's free to download and features a variety of wellness content, including yoga, fitness, Pilates, guided meditations, and interviews with dozens of wellness experts.